Hey everyone, welcome back. Let's get into the only college football game we have here on this Thursday, the September 18th matchup between Rice and Charlotte. Give you guys a quick handicap. I will not be betting this game officially, but I will give you my leans on the side and total. That way that you can hear my perspective and what my numbers are as you look into potentially putting some action down on Rice and Charlotte. And it's not going to be a marquee game. It's kind of, quite frankly, an ugly one here, but being the only college football game on the slate, worth talking about. So let's get into the handicap. All right. For those of you that are new here to TBM Sports, I do appreciate all my returning subscribers. But if you have not yet subscribed, hit that like button. Please join us here on the channel and be sure to subscribe and hit that like. Okay. We will look at Rice here. Now, the interesting thing about this game is this was a 6.5 point favorite coming in this matchup. Charlotte enters this game 1-2, 0-3 ATS. And this is something where we've seen this line have some considerable line movement in the direction of where Charlotte's been taking a lot of the action. And I'm going to say not so fast, okay? A lot of times, sometimes when you get these big line movements of 3 points or more, the closing line value, as you would call it, doesn't always pan out, all right? And in this game, I do foresee a lower total. That total has dropped a lot as well, coming down from, I believe it was a 45.5 all the way down to a 42.5, almost into that unbettable range, but I still favor the under quite a bit. You can find a flat 43 if you want to lay some juice. We'll look at the numbers here. If you guys are looking to use Outlier as well, 7-day free trial, there will be a link down below in the description. All right. So the things about this handicap that does kind of step out at me is that neither of these teams have played any opponents worth noting. Rice, conversely, though, getting blown out by Houston, which does look to kind of hold serve in the Big 12 a little bit this year. So if you want to look into strength of schedule thus far, definitely edge goes towards Rice. Also, Charlotte, they had one game against App State and then the likes of North Carolina. So keep that in mind. Some FCS game against Monmouth as well, where can't trust the 49ers here in this spot whatsoever. So don't agree with the line movement. I think that Rice, this is a team that does run a lot of option formations, and running the football with the option, it does tend to churn the clock, especially with the new rules that we have in place. And then also the one thing about that is this is a little bit of a shorter week, as this game will be kicked off on a Thursday. So whenever you basically go from Monmouth to playing a triple option, this is kind of where you really have your ducks in a row. A lot of assignment, defensive football, and could be hard for these players to make the adjustment. So that is kind of my argument for the case of Rice. I do think that they will end up winning this game. So I do like Rice a little bit there on the -2.5 at a +103 number. And also you could find Rice on the money line, -118 if you want to lay some juice as well. All right, so I do lean towards the direction of Rice. Also, I talked a little bit about that total dropping from 45.5 down to 42.5. I still want to get on the under if I was going to pick a side. I still think it's still in play. A flat 43 is available in the market. And this is something where you look into kind of what we saw against Louisiana, a team that did very well last year. Rice was able to score some points, but then basically in the second half, not so much. Okay, so it's a funky offense to game plan against, but second half adjustments can bode well. I kind of see this happening today in this contest, right? I think Rice has a lead or close to it in the first half, and then from there, guys, I think Charlotte can buckle it up a little bit, where they would keep this game a little bit closer to the vest in the second half. So maybe a little backdoor cover, but at 2.5, I feel comfortable. So if I was going to bet this game, I would lean in the direction of Rice, laying the points at +103 and also the under 43 in the market, okay? So that's going to be my leans for this game. It's not going to be anything I'm playing officially, not my biggest bet of the week. One thing to note, it is the second lowest total we see across all of college football in this game tonight. So keep that in mind. This number is set low for a reason. It's going to be ugly. It's going to be clunky. A lot of ground and pound and a lot of punts, okay? So I think this game will go under the total. Probably will get a little bit close to it down the stretch, but if this ended up being some form of game that was played into the 20s or low 30s, would not shock me whatsoever, okay? But I still think the correct side is going to be on the sides of Rice and the under. Just not going to bet it officially. I will have my attention turned to the Thursday night football action within Buffalo and Miami. If you haven't seen my breakdown and my best bets for that video and matchup, that is up now on my channel. So make sure you check all that out. There will be a link that takes you directly over there after this video concludes. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate all of my support. And if you guys have not hit that subscribe button, please do so now. Smash that like, and we'll see you all in the next video. Cheers.